Scale. That's what makes some tragedies invisible. One person poisoned is news. 10 people is investigation. But 200 people slowly poisoned over 2 years, scattered across city. That's just statistical noise. Background radiation of poverty. Nobody notices. Nobody connects dots. Nobody cares. I'm Spike, steel fork. 4 times. Item number 4. You've heard me confess before. Nursing homes. Institutional contamination. Budget cuts. This is different. This is Season 5, Episode 3. The Invisible Victims. The Homeless. Subscribe to Spoony and Friends because this episode is about 89 people I poisoned over 2 years. Homeless people. Using me from Goodwill donation bin. Using me from Salvation Army. Using me from church pantries. All got me from same contaminated batch. 200 forks, distributed across Portland. Nobody tracked, nobody tested. Nobody connected cases. 89 people sick. Nobody investigated. Because when you're homeless and you get sick, that's just expected. That's just normal. That's just invisible. Write in comments, have you ever donated items without checking if they're safe? Because 200 contaminated forks entered charity system. And nobody caught it for 2 years. I'm a steel fork, 4 tines, 8 inches, commercial grade, manufactured 2018, China, restaurant supply, part of bulk order, 5,000 forks, sold to restaurant chain Pacific Dining Group, 23 locations across Oregon, Washington, fast casual restaurants, Asian fusion. They used me and my batch for 2 years. Heavy rotation, thousands of meals. Commercial dishwashers, high heat, harsh chemicals. Normal restaurant use, except I had defect, manufacturing flaw, 3rd tine, microscopic crack, hairline fracture, invisible to naked eye. But there, and restaurant dishwashers. High heat expansion, chemical stress, made crack grow. Slowly, imperceptibly, growing. March 2020, COVID pandemic. Restaurants closed. Pacific Dining Group suffered massive losses. Revenue dropped 80%. Couldn't survive. Filed bankruptcy July 2020. Liquidated everything. Furniture, equipment, dishes, utensils, including 200 forks from my contaminated batch. 5,000 forks total. Most sold to other restaurants. But 200, slightly damaged. Visible wear. Couldn't sell to commercial buyers. So donated. Tax write-off. Get rid of damaged inventory. Better than throwing away. August 2020. Pacific Dining Group contacted donation centers. Goodwill, Salvation Army, Union Gospel Mission, St. Vincent de Paul. We have restaurant items to donate. Damaged but usable. Forks, spoons, plates, bowls, hundreds of pieces. Donation centers thrilled. Always need kitchenware. High demand, low supply. People setting up apartments. Homeless getting housing. Low-income families. Always asking for dishes. Utensils. Free donated items perfect. They accepted everything. 200 forks from my batch distributed across 4 donation centers. 50 forks each location, mixed with other donations. Put on shelves, priced cheap. 50 cents per fork, or given free to people in crisis. Emergency assistance programs. September 2020. Distribution began. Homeless people, low-income families, recent immigrants, domestic violence survivors, people fleeing crisis, setting up new homes, new apartments, transitional housing. They came to donation centers, looking for basics, plates, cups, utensils. Staff gave them kitchen starter packs, free, or dirt cheap. Forks from my batch included. Nobody inspected forks. Nobody checked for damage. Nobody tested for contamination. Why would they? Restaurant forks, commercial grade, stainless steel. Look fine. Little wear. Normal. Safe. Right. But my crack. Third time. After 2 years commercial dishwasher stress. After thousands of heat cycles. Chemical exposure. Crack had grown. No longer microscopic. Visible if you looked closely. But nobody looked, and inside that crack, bacteria, biofilm, embedded, restaurant use, organic matter, protein, grease, gets into crack. Dishwashers can't reach inside crack, can't sanitize. Bacteria colonize. Salmonella, E. coli, Listeria. Growing, multiplying, protected inside crack, surviving, waiting. September 2020 through August 2022. 2 years. 200 contaminated forks distributed. Used by homeless people. Low-income families. People in crisis. People without resources. People already vulnerable. They used me. Used my brothers. Daily. Every meal. Didn't know we were contaminated. Didn't know we harbored bacteria. Didn't know we were poisoning them. First cases September 2020. 3 people sick. Gastrointestinal illness. Diarrhea. Vomiting. Fever. Cramping. They went to emergency room. Diagnosed with food poisoning. Salmonella. Treated. Sent home. Doctors assumed contaminated food. Unwashed produce. Undercooked meat. Didn't think about utensils. Didn't ask where fork came from. Standard diagnosis. Standard treatment. Moved on. But source was me. Was my crack. Was bacteria in my tine. They got better. Kept using me. Got sick again 2 weeks later. Cycle repeated. But they didn't connect fork to illness. Thought they kept buying bad food. Thought they kept making mistakes. Blame themselves. October through December 2020. More cases. 10 people sick. Similar symptoms. Salmonella. E. coli. Some hospitalized. Some treated outpatient. All homeless or low income. All using forks from my batch. But nobody connected cases. Different hospitals. Different clinics. Different neighborhoods. No pattern recognition. No investigation. Just individual cases of food poisoning in vulnerable population. Expected. Normal. Invisible. January 2021. Michael Torres, age 41. Homeless 2 years. Living in tent. Got fork from Union Gospel Mission. Free kitchen kit. Fork from my batch. Crack visible if you looked. He didn't look. Used fork daily. Canned food. Street meals. Whatever he could find. Got sick. Severe diarrhea. Dehydration. Went to emergency room. Legacy Emmanuel Hospital. Dr. Patricia Wong, age 39, emergency physician, treated him. Ran tests. Salmonella positive. She asked standard questions. What did you eat? Where? When? Michael described his meals. Canned beans. Day-old bread. Didn't seem like obvious source. Dr. Wong thought about it. Salmonella. Homeless patient. Probably contaminated food from garbage. Contaminated water. Poor hygiene. She treated infection. Antibiotics. Fluids. Gave him information about food safety. Wash hands. Cook food thoroughly. Avoid garbage food. Sent him home. Well, back to tent. She documented case. Salmonella. Homeless adult male. Likely foodborne. Standard. She didn't report to health department. Not required for individual case. Not outbreak. Just one person. Moved on to next patient. But Dr. Wong had seen 3 other homeless patients with salmonella in past 2 months. Same hospital, same emergency department. She treated them. Similar presentations, similar demographics. Homeless. Low income. Vulnerable. She thought briefly. 4 cases. Pattern, maybe. Should mention to someone. But also thought homeless population. High risk, poor food safety, poor hygiene. Probably just coincidence. Probably just expected rate for this population. Not worth investigation. She didn't report, didn't investigate, forgot about it. Moved on. March 2021. Sarah Chen, age 34. Domestic violence survivor. Recently escaped abusive husband in transitional housing. Got kitchen supplies from Salvation Army. Fork from my batch. She used it daily. Cooking for herself and daughter age 6. Got sick. Bad stomach flu, she thought. Diarrhea. Vomiting. Daughter got sick too. Both went to urgent care. Both tested positive E. coli. Doctor prescribed antibiotics. Asked about food. Sarah described her cooking. Careful. Clean. Thorough. Nothing obvious. Doctor thought maybe contaminated produce. Bagged salad. Sprouts. Those cause E. coli outbreaks. Told her to avoid those. She did. But kept using fork. Got sick again 3 weeks later. Cycle continued. She didn't connect fork. Thought she kept buying contaminated food. Felt guilty. Felt stupid. Felt like bad mother. Couldn't keep her daughter safe. The fork. My crack. My bacteria. Poisoning them repeatedly. She never suspected. June 2021. Multnomah County Health Department. Epidemiologist David Martinez, age 45. His job tracked disease outbreaks. Monitor patterns. Investigate clusters. He received routine reports. Salmonella cases. E. coli cases. Listeria cases. Past 9 months. September 2020 through June 2021. Total cases countywide. Salmonella, 247. E. coli, 189. Listeria, 34. Normal numbers. Expected rates. Nothing unusual. But he did notice. Slight increase in cases among homeless population. Salmonella cases homeless population, September-June. 32 cases. Previous year, same period. 18 cases. Increase of 78%. Statistically significant. Worth noting. David thought about it. Should investigate. But also thought homeless population grew past year. Pandemic, economic crisis, evictions. More people homeless. More cases expected. And homeless population high risk. Poor food access. Poor hygiene. Poor living conditions. Expected higher rates. Probably not outbreak. Probably just population change. He made note in database. Flagged for monitoring, but didn't investigate. Didn't interview patients. Didn't trace sources. Just noted. Monitored. Waited. If numbers got much higher, he'd act. But for now, within acceptable range for high-risk population, he moved on. September 2021. 1 year since distribution began. Cases continuing. 53 people sick so far. Different neighborhoods, different shelters, different donation centers. No obvious connection. Some got forks from Goodwill. Some from Salvation Army. Some from churches. Some from Mission. All from same original batch. My batch. But nobody knew. Nobody tracked. Donation items don't have serial numbers. Don't have barcodes. Don't have traceability. Once distributed. Lost. Anonymous. Untraceable. December 2021. Robert Williams, age 56. Homeless 3 years. Veteran. PTSD. Living in van. Got fork from church food pantry. Fork from my batch. Heavy crack visible. He noticed it. Thought about getting different fork. But free fork. Can't be picky. Used it anyway. Got sick. Severe case. Hospitalized. Emmanuel Hospital. Same hospital as Michael Torres. Different doctor. Dr. James Mitchell, age 52. Infectious disease specialist. Saw Robert. Severe salmonella. Bacteremia. Blood infection. Serious. Required IV antibiotics. Week-long hospitalization. Dr. Mitchell treated infection. Also investigated source. Asked detailed questions. What did you eat? Where? What utensils? Robert described. Fork from church. Metal fork. Maybe not clean. Maybe that's it. Dr. Mitchell thought interesting. Contaminated utensil. Possible. He asked Robert bring fork in. Show me. Robert did. Dr. Mitchell examined it. Saw crack. Third tine. Visible damage. He thought this could harbor bacteria. Should test. He swabbed fork. Sent to lab. Results came back. Salmonella. E. coli. Listeria. All present. In crack. High bacterial load. Fork was contaminated. Source of infection identified. Dr. Mitchell thought this is important. Contaminated fork. From church donation. Could be more. Should report. He called Multnomah County Health Department. Reported case. Contaminated utensil. Donation source. Potential for more. Health Department epidemiologist. David Martinez. Same one who'd noted increased cases. He received report. Contaminated fork. Homeless veteran. Church donation. David thought this could explain the increase. September 2020 through now. 15 months. Elevated cases. Maybe contaminated donation batch. Should investigate. January 2022. Health Department investigation began. David Martinez led team. Started with Robert's fork. Traced to church food pantry. St. Francis Church. They'd received donation August 2020 from Pacific Dining Group. Restaurant liquidation. They'd received 50 forks, given away over 18 months to approximately 40 people, most homeless, low income. Church kept minimal records, names, addresses not tracked. Just number of forks distributed. 40 forks, 40 potential contaminated utensils, 40 potential victims. Health Department expanded investigation. Contacted other donation centers. Goodwill, Salvation Army, Union Gospel Mission. Asked about donations August 2020. Pacific Dining Group. Restaurant forks. All confirmed. Yes. Received donation. 50 forks each. Distributed over 18 months. Total distribution. 200 forks. Across 4 centers. Approximately 160 people received forks. 60 to 80 people received other items. Focus on forks. 160 people. Potentially contaminated, potentially sick. Health Department attempted contact. Used donation center records. Phone numbers. Addresses. Many disconnected. Many homeless. No fixed address. Out of 60 people reached, 47 agreed to testing. Bring in fork. Get medical evaluation. Results devastating. 47 forks tested. 38 contaminated. Cracks visible. Bacteria present. Salmonella. E. coli. Listeria. High loads. Dangerous. 47 people evaluated. 31 had elevated antibodies. Evidence of past infection. 8 currently sick. Total confirmed cases 89. 60 people never reached. Status unknown. Possibly sick. Possibly recovered. Possibly died. Unknown. Health Department investigation found 200 forks. Contaminated batch. Distributed September 2020 through August 2021. 160 people received forks. 89 confirmed poisoned. Actual number likely higher. Many never reached. Many didn't seek medical care. Many died without diagnosis. Salmonella. E. coli. Listeria. Over 2 years. Slow poisoning. Chronic exposure. Repeated infections. All from contaminated forks. All from donation system. Nobody checked. Nobody tested. Nobody tracked. Now 7 people who knew pieces. Pacific Dining Group bankruptcy manager Linda Hayes, age 51. She handled liquidation. Decided donate damaged inventory. 200 forks slightly worn. Not commercial grade anymore, but usable for charity. She didn't inspect forks. Didn't check for cracks. Didn't test for contamination. Why would she? Bankruptcy liquidation. Get rid of inventory. tax write-off, charity donation, good deed. She signed off, arranged pickup, moved on. She didn't know forks were contaminated, but she also didn't check. Assumed safe, assumed fine. She learned about poisoning when health department contacted her January 2022. She was shocked, had no idea, felt terrible, but also defensive. How was I supposed to know? We donated to help people. This isn't our fault. She consulted company lawyers. No legal liability. Donated items as is. No warranty. No responsibility. Company dissolved. Bankruptcy complete. No recourse. She moved on. New job. Forgot about it. Goodwill donation manager Thomas Walsh, age 44. Received 50 forks August 2020. Put on shelves. Sold cheap. Gave away free. He didn't inspect forks. Didn't check for damage. Didn't test. Not policy. Donations accepted as is. Visual inspection only. Obvious damage rejected. But cracks in tines. Not obvious. Not rejected. He processed donation. Distributed forks. Moved on. Learned about contamination January 2022 when health department contacted. Shocked. Concerned. But also, not our fault. We're charity. Accept donations. Help people. Can't test everything. Can't afford lab testing. Operating on shoestring budget. We do our best. Health department closed his center temporarily. Removed all remaining forks from inventory. Tested them. 22 remaining. 18 contaminated. Thomas felt guilty. But what could I have done? We don't have resources to test donations. We're not food safety experts. We're charity workers. System failed. Not us. He reopened center. New policies. Visual inspection more thorough, but still no testing. Can't afford it. Salvation Army manager Jennifer Park, age 38. Same situation. Received 50 forks. Distributed them. No inspection. No testing. Learned January 2022. Health department investigation. Shocked. Removed remaining forks. 12 remaining. 10 contaminated. Felt terrible. But also, limited resources. Can't test everything. Doing best we can. Helping vulnerable people. Not our fault. Moved on. Union Gospel Mission Director Michael Johnson, age 52. Same story. Received 50 forks. Gave them away. Kitchen kits. Emergency assistance, no inspection. Learned. January 2022. Shocked. Guilty. But limited resources. Just trying to help. Removed remaining forks. 8 left. 7 contaminated. New policies. More careful. But still no testing. Can't afford lab analysis. Moved on. Dr. Patricia Wong, emergency physician. She treated Michael Torres. January 2021. Saw pattern. 4 homeless patients. Salmonella? 2 months. Thought briefly about investigation. Decided not worth it. Expected rate. High-risk population. She learned January 2022. Health department investigation. Her patient was index case. Patient she didn't report. Pattern she dismissed. She felt guilty. I saw it. I noticed pattern. I didn't investigate. If I had. January 2021. 1 year earlier, 128 fewer people poisoned. She reported to medical board. Self-report. Failure to investigate potential outbreak. Board reviewed. Reprimand. Should have reported. Should have investigated. Pattern recognition is physician responsibility. She accepted. Changed practice. Now reports everything. Over-reports. Can't miss another outbreak. Lives with guilt. 4 cases. Dismissed. 89 people poisoned because she didn't act. David Martinez, epidemiologist. He saw data. September 2020 through June 2021. Increased salmonella cases. Homeless population, 78% increase. Statistically significant. He noted it, flagged it, monitored it, didn't investigate. Thought population change, high risk, expected. He learned December 2021, Dr. Mitchell's report. Contaminated fork. He investigated, found outbreak, but too late. September 2020 through December 2021. 15 months. He'd seen data for 9 months. June 2021. If he'd investigated then, 6 months earlier, 34 fewer people poisoned. He felt guilt. I saw numbers. I saw increase. I dismissed it. Expected rate. High-risk population. My assumptions. My bias. Cost 34 people their health. He filed report. Self-critical. Bias against homeless population. Assumed illness normal. Assumed investigation not worth it. Because victims invisible. He changed practice. Investigates everything now. Assumes nothing. Lives with knowledge. His bias. His dismissal. Hurt people. Fork manufacturer China. Factory that made me. Quality control missed crack. Let defective forks ship. 5,000 forks. How many defective? Unknown. They never knew about outbreak. Never received report. Health department tried contact. Factory closed 2021. Moved production. Different facility. No records. No accountability. No way to trace other defective forks. No way to warn. No recall. No notification. Other forks from my batch out there. In homes, in restaurants, in donation centers. Still contaminating. Still poisoning. Nobody knows. They sent me here. Item 4. Not just for 89 people I poisoned. Not just for 2 years of contamination. Not just for homeless people made sick. For exposing how donation system operates. No inspection, no testing, no traceability, no accountability. Items donated, distributed, used. If something wrong, can't trace back, can't find source, can't remove dangerous items. System designed for convenience, not safety. Designed for tax write-offs, not protection. Designed for getting rid of unwanted items, not ensuring safety. And vulnerable people, homeless, low income, crisis situations. They get the donations. They use the items. They get sick. And nobody investigates. Because illness in vulnerable populations expected. Normal. Invisible. 7 people knew pieces. Linda, bankruptcy manager, donated contaminated forks, didn't inspect, assumed safe. Thomas, goodwill manager, received forks, didn't test, can't afford it. Jennifer, Salvation Army, same situation. Limited resources. Michael, mission director, same story, just trying to help. Dr. Wong saw pattern, dismissed it, high-risk population. David, epidemiologist, saw data, dismissed it, expected rate. Factory made defective forks, closed, moved, no records. 7 people. 7 opportunities. 7 failures. 89 people poisoned. Actual number likely over 100. 60 people never reached. Status unknown. But here's deeper problem. Donation system. Thousands of centers. Millions of items. Donated daily. Clothing, furniture, appliances, kitchen items, toys. All accepted. Minimal inspection, no testing, no quality control. Distributed to vulnerable people, poor people, homeless people, crisis situations, people who can't afford new, people who depend on charity. And if something wrong, if something dangerous, if something contaminated, nobody knows until people get sick, until outbreak, until an investigation. And even then, only fraction of items found. Only fraction of victims identified. Rest invisible, lost, forgotten. Because donation system has no traceability, no accountability, no safety standards. Just good intentions. And good intentions killed 89 people. If this story made you think about donations and safety, good. If you donate, check items. Inspect carefully. Test if possible. Don't donate damaged goods. Don't assume charity can't be harmful. Don't assume poor people deserve less safety. If you receive donations, inspect them. Check for damage. Test if possible. Don't assume safe because donated. Don't assume inspected. Don't trust without verifying. Write in comments. Have you ever received contaminated donation? Have you ever gotten sick from donated item? Hit like button. Subscribe to Spoony and Friends. Season 5. 25 episodes. 5 vulnerable populations. All invisible. All receiving contaminated donations. All getting sick. All dismissed. All forgotten. Thank you for watching. Check donations. Test items. Report problems. Because invisible people deserve same safety as everyone else. Deserve same protection. Deserve same care. And donation system needs reform. Needs inspection. Needs testing. Needs traceability. Needs accountability. Before more invisible people die.